Today's daily Bible thought ends on a really difficult note, but I think it's an important one. It obviously is important because God included it in the Bible, but I just bear with me, and it's a toughie, so it's not one that we like to think about very much or want to do. James chapter 4, verses 9 and 10 reads, "Let there be tears for what you have done. Let there be sorrow and deep grief. Let there be sadness instead of laughter, and gloom instead of joy. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up in honor." I don't think we take a lot of time to consider what the price was that Jesus paid on the cross. I don't think we even imagine or try to imagine what it was like for Jesus to take all of the sins of the world on himself. Do we really think about what we've done and what caused him to have to go to the cross? Do we really spend time praying and telling God how really sorry we are? That's what this verse is about, thinking about how awful it is to think of what I did that caused Jesus to have to die for me. The only way I could have a relationship with God is if Jesus stood in the middle and filled the gap that sin created. So the idea of let there be tears for what you've done. Have you ever cried because you were really, truly sorry, that you really repented for the sin that you had done? It says, let there be sorrow and deep grief. Grief is when we mourn something, we've lost something. Well, we lost purity, we lost innocence, we lost being one with God. We should grieve that. Sin separated us from God. Let there be sadness instead of laughter, and gloom instead of joy. I think we want laughter all the time. You think about it, there's always people looking at silly videos or something funny, and we want to laugh and pretend everything's okay. But this is calling us to sadness, to recognize what we've done. But then you got to remember, because of that, then we can humble ourselves before God. And it says, and he will lift you up in honor. So if we do really repent and we really are sorry, then we can humble ourselves before God and he will lift us up.